Hello everyone, welcome back to ATBP Gaming again. I just realized that um, sometimes things in our lives does not turn out the way we thought it would. Like, when we are younger, we have this simple picture in our head of how adulthood is supposed to, work. Like, you go to school, you graduate, you find a job, you earn money, you help your family, you save a little and repeat. It sounds like, straightforward, almost like a system that just works as long as you follow the steps. And honestly, I believe that I really thought life would be smooth sailing once I became an adult, you know. But reality feels very different from what I imagined back then. Because when I was still a student, my expectations were simple. I did not dream about becoming rich or anything like that. I just want stability, like a decent job, earn money to buy what I need, maybe the things I want. Most important to help my family, save a little for the future. And to be fair, at first it actually felt possible, you know, because back then life is easier, and to be honest, expenses back then are not that, what do you call this, not that expensive. I could manage things, life felt manageable, but over the years things started changing. Like, as prices kept going up. I think all of us, that's the first thing that we noticed. And of course, bills, expenses kept increasing. Bills become heavier, but our salary stayed the same. Then the pandemic happened, and after that, life just became more difficult. Now it feels like the money I earn is only enough to survive. What I mean survive is, it pays the bills, it pays the debt that I have because of my medical diagnosis, and that's it. Nothing left. No savings, no extra, no progress. And I am almost 30 now, and that number alone carries weight because when you are close to 30, you start asking yourself questions that you used to ignore. Like, where is my life going? What I'm building? Do you even have a future plan? And sometimes the honest answer is I do not know. I have no idea. There are moments when I feel like time is moving forward, but I am standing still, or worse, falling behind. And your body also starts giving you signals like stress, fatigue, depression, you know, health warnings, physically, little reminders that you cannot live like this forever. Something needs to change. And there are nights when thoughts just keep running in your head, like, is this normal? Do people look down on me? You start comparing yourself to others without even wanting to. You see people progressing, you know they are moving forward, building lives, and you wonder what happened to mine. And one thing I realized recently is that life can change very fast, faster than we expect. You can spend thinking everything will eventually work out, and then suddenly you realize it is not working because time does not wait, and time does not adjust for us. If we stay the same for too long, we do not stay in place. We slowly fall behind. That realization hit me hard because I understood that doing nothing is also a decision, and sometimes it is the worst decision that you can make. And I understand, I really thought life would be easier than this, almost like those those video games where you just follow a main quest, like in The Sims. You you build your character, you go to school, find a job, earn money, repeat. It works in video games like that because the environment does not change unless the game wants it to, you know. But real life is different. Everything changes from electric bills, prices, unexpected events happen. And when the pandemic started, everything shifted. The money you earn suddenly feels smaller, the things you need become harder to afford, and of course, the things you want, you just forget about them. This is when I realized something important, that staying the same for years does not keep you safe. It can actually pull you down because the world keeps moving forward. If you do not move with it, you get left behind. You know what this situation taught me is simple. Simple like time will keep moving forward, whether we are ready or not, whether we are comfortable or not. And if we don't move with it, it will track us. That does not mean we should rush blindly, okay? It does not mean making reckless decisions, stupid decisions. It does it does mean accepting that change is necessary, risk is necessary, growth is important because the alternative is staying stuck. And I know, you know, all of us, we don't want that to happen. So if you are watching this and you feel like life did not turn out how you expected, you are not alone, okay? I feel that way, and a lot of people feel the same way, especially people our age, almost 30, and there is nothing wrong with realizing that things need to change, okay? There is nothing wrong with wanting better, and there is definitely nothing wrong with admitting that you are struggling. Sometimes awareness itself is already the first step forward. So I do not have everything figured out yet. I am still trying and thinking, still planning, but one thing I know now is I cannot stay the same forever. And for sure, you cannot either. So thank you for watching, my friends. I appreciate your time here. I would like to see your opinions and story as well below. Please comment that, I will read all of it. And I apologize for my voice. I don't have any sleep yet. I just finished my job, and I feel a bit sleepy, and I felt that I needed to do this right now. So thank you for watching again. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.